At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Changes every year.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the 59th annual Emotion Bowl here at Ravston Stadium in Idaho Falls. A beautiful night for football. Across the way, it's orange. On the near side, it's blue. It's Skyline versus Idaho Falls. This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of East Idaho Game Night and the Emotion Bowl. East Idaho Game Night brought to you by our good friends at Lookout Credit Union, Teton Auto Group, and Levitt Select, as well as our major sponsors. Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Kingsbury alongside Sean Kane, the absolute best tennis coach this side of the East Coast.
Yeah, north maybe too.
He is the Century tennis coach. All he does is win, 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 and he is next to us. One of these teams here tonight, Sean, is going to win. Historically, it's been Skyline.
And recently, well, not too recently, 2 years ago, Idaho Falls with an upset, but the last couple have been all Grizzlies.
We've been here for a lot of them. Lauren Jensen actually did a whole slew of them in a row, but you got me and Sean tonight.
I was here last year, Paul. So
were you? Okay.
Yeah, it was a very close game. Skyline won 35-28. There was a bunch of turnovers. You'll see the turnover chain and chair later on in the program. So it was a back and forth battle, but Carmine Garcia, Zane Crockett, and at that time, Amani Morrell were just too much for the Tigers.
Well, we saw the Skyline Grizzlies take the field. Now we're taking a look at Idaho Falls. Boy, and they all stopped at once. Man, how do you coordinate that? That's incredible. There we are. Big inflatable tiger. Do have fireworks here in front of us. No, you can't play with them. Sorry.
I'm just glad I'm not the guy who had to load them earlier. Head first, face first.
And there is Idaho Falls taking the field. You can hear Skyline booing them. Of course, last year, Idaho Falls 3-7. Last year, Skyline 8-4, 4-1 in conference. So both these teams coming in. Marty Duffin, 6th season. Scott Berger, 16th season. He's been around a while.
Yeah, definitely been around a lot. Has a lot of rings, too. His hands are full chock full of Grizzly state championships. Not last year though, but the year before. So
That's right.
Very strong program traditionally in 4A, now 5A football.
Now the national anthem is going to be performed by the Skyline and Idaho Falls Band, which is kind of cool.
Might be the only cooperative thing tonight.
So we will keep it here. We have Josh McGauley as producer tonight. Jesse Richens on camera, Joel Richardson on camera. Stands are pretty darn full as expected, and they started getting full about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, some tailgating in the parking lot of the respected sides and different places. Getting here early, filling in, putting down their chair.
Yep.
The fancy chairs, they didn't have that when I was in high school, Paul.
Well, I got here about 3:30-ish, and I was just sitting down here. I was the only one in the stadium, and Coach Taylor's wife comes up, and she's like, I got to go back out and pay, but I'm going to put my blanket down, so save my spot. And here is the national anthem. And there is the national anthem on a unseasonably warm day in eastern Idaho.
Oh yeah, I came up from Pocatello. It was 90 degrees outside.
Crazy.
It was so hot. It started off cold with wind and just got hot.
It is not supposed to be this warm in eastern Idaho. I was looking forward to coming over here from the state of Ada, kind of getting a reprieve, but
No.
it's about the same temperature.
Staying warmer here in the fall, but it's nice and cool at night. It's going to be perfect conditions
It
here
is.
at Rafson Stadium. Idaho Falls on the far side of us. They've got the sun for just not too much longer, maybe an hour. My sundial, approximation.
Well, as I mentioned, the stands, they are full. Here in front of us are the Skyline fans, on the opposite side, the Idaho Falls fans. There we're taking a look at the Idaho Falls captains as they will make their way out to center field for the coin toss. Now there's going to be a drone coming in from the south side, so that's that way. Bringing in the game ball, giving it to Terry Leyland.
I've seen a helicopter a bunch of times, but I don't think I've seen a drone bring in the football. So this is a first.
Well, if it works.
Everyone's looking.
It's supposed to be coming in. Yeah, these are former Skyline players, representatives, and representatives. I think these are players from all different years.
The Hall of Fame. They're saying
Yeah.
the gentleman in the cowboy hat was the first Hall of Fame inductee.
There's the drone.
And he's a wide receiver, so if he doesn't catch it.
Where is it? Did I lose it? There it is.
Well, there you go. Both colors, the Skyline baby blue, the Tigers orange. Only one color is going to be standing at the end.
Yeah, no pressure here, huh?
The driver. quarterback overshot him a little bit. That's going to cost him.
A good receiver will come back to the football.
Yeah. I don't know if the safety jackets probably should be half like bright blue.
Whoa!
She got it.
All right, there's a game ball. Yeah, I've seen parachuter come in. I've seen helicopters. I've never seen a drone.
Never seen a drone.
Well, we have now.
I mean, they can just hook them up to your phone and control it with your phone. It's pretty crazy to get all those aerial shots. Most high school teams have them. They can have them on the one side of the end zone and you get all those shots that you couldn't get.
And now we're going to have the coin flip with the captains. And the coin flip is going to be done by Terry Leyland. I believe. I think he's going to be doing the coin flip.
We honor Terry. He has inspired many with his lifelong efforts to support the students and programs of Skyline High School, and has been asked tonight to perform the coin toss.
Oh, he is going to do the coin toss. So looks like our captain's meeting in the middle. There's the Idaho Falls sideline.
Pretty traditional here at the Emotion Bowl, where they have the captains go out and then both teams kind of go out a little bit too.
Yeah. If this is your first Emotion Bowl, shame on you, first off. But it's a big deal. I mean, you've got your homecomings, you've got your senior nights, you've got your state championships. Yeah, you got the Emotion Bowl.
And you in Idaho Falls, as you know, other teams in the area, Hillcrest, Bonneville, right? But still, this game holds above the rest.
And some years, one team's better than the other on paper, and this game, you can kind of throw those out the window. We'll see if that's the case this year. Of course, Skyline on paper is the clear favorite in this one, but you never know what happens in the Emotion Bowl.
Yeah, that was the case last year, right? Skyline came in pretty much on paper, you would say it might even not be close, and Idaho Falls kept toe very closely with a 35-28 win. Skyline came away with that one. And then in 2022, Skyline won 46-7, so one of those ones. But 2021, I remember that one distinctly. Idaho Falls came back to win with the last second pass to win 38-34 to close out that game. Where, again, that was on paper. Skyline should have been the team.
All right. And let's see if they held true. 1, 2, 3. They were going to have 7 officials.
Bigger crew.
Let's see how big the herd of zebras is down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's usually a lot of laundry in these big rivalry games.
Yeah. And like I said, you get 7 officials instead of 5. You've got 2 guys that need to justify their existence on the field. So watch out. All right, you can feel it.
Yeah. You can smell the corn dogs. They have about 10 vendors over here slinging out tacos and corn dogs and everything you could want. If you were going to rob a bank in Idaho Falls, tonight would be the night because everyone's seated right here.
That is very true. And there's still a lot of people coming in. I'm looking at the I can see the Idaho Falls ticket gate, and there's still a line around the south end of the end zone.
Yeah, they probably have had to park somewhere far away and walk to the stadium.
All right. Idaho Falls in the white.
orange.
And the orange numbers, Skyline.
It's got
in
the
their
baby
blues.
blue, the baby blue. Kind of like a North Carolina, Idaho Falls, I don't know, maybe a Bengals with just all white.
It's Skyline. They started it. There's the kick, and that is taken at the 7. Doesn't make it too far, the return man. Number 17 for Idaho Falls, that's Tyson Pewitz, the junior. So that starts Idaho Falls pretty deep in their own territory at their 15-yard line. 1st and 10, here we go.
And it was Corbin Lancaster, number 0, in on the tackle, laying down some wood.
It is hot.
It's warm up here in the booth.
It is. Takes the snap, loads, fires, back to the line of scrimmage. Pass completed at number 14, Cooper Moss.
Yeah, and Bradley Ellison is the quarterback for Idaho Falls. He's going to have his work cut out tonight. His big-time receivers, Eason Watkins, number 3. That's someone he'll target a lot. But, yeah, watch out for Bradley Ellison, the quarterback here for the Tigers. Just a 1-yard gain there.
Far side of the field. 2nd and 9 in the shotgun, turns, pitches it, comes to the near side. Here comes Conrad. Conrad, he gets dropped for a loss inside the 15. And Conrad had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Jackson Conrad is the workhorse for this Tiger offense. He'll get the ball a lot, and he runs hard. He'll go straight through. That was an out wide run, but he'll go through the trenches.
So we got 3rd down, 3rd and 11 now for Idaho Falls in their first drive. Thanks for joining us here on IdahoSports.com for the 59th Emotion Bowl. That got changed this week. Ellison across the middle, wide open. A couple yards short of the first down. It was complete to Tyson Pewitz again.
So quickly 4th down for the Tigers. And they're gonna, I'm gonna imagine, have to punt here in the first drive.
And he's punting. He's standing at his own 12, but a bad snap here. That could
Dangerous.
They're far enough out of their end zone, but if it goes over his head, bounces around, bad things can happen. If you're Idaho Falls, you want to keep the bad things to a minimum in this game.
The, keys of the game, Idaho Falls has to keep turnovers to 0.
Yeah.
Really take a shot at this Grizzly team.
And if Skyline commits any, they have to get them. Almost blocked. It's up. Caught at the 45. Down the near sideline. Cuts back inside. That's Taylor. Taylor, he's still on his feet. And a 55-yard punt return for Taylor. Taylor, the junior, caught it on the run at the opposite 45, down the sideline. Thought he was down. Nope, squirted out into the end zone for the first points of the game. It's Skyline 6, Idaho Falls 0.
Yeah, just a great piece of running from Tyler, man. He bounced off actually his own person, his own blocker, and found the opening and went straight to the house. Extra points are big-time commodities in these games, these rivalry games.
Set to kick is Carmine Garcia, the quarterback. Kid can kick too.
And they're going to fake it.
Faked it coming around.
A little bit of a pitch there and unable to make it happen, so the score is just going to be 6-0 Grizzlies.
All right, sorry, just had to, some tech things going on here.
No, it was good. You know, Skyline defense comes out, holds Idaho Falls to 3 and out. They punt right into the hands of Taylor, and he takes it 55 yards to the house on that punt return. And special teams, extra points, different things like that, and these high-intensity rivalry games are so important.
Oh, yeah, special teams can win it or lose it. So now Idaho Falls offense, they need to come down and put some points on the board because they just can't afford to get down by, well, anything.
And have
really.
some time management, too. You know, Skyline's a team capable of putting together big-time drives.
There's the kick, taken at the 8. Coming back the other way. It's upended inside the 30. And that was, again, number 17. Once again, Tyson Pewicks with that return.
Tyson Pewicks will also be a big-time weapon for the offense, too. Ellison likes to throw to him as well. I saw that a lot against Idaho Falls versus Century earlier in the season.
Back to pass. Has a man at the 35. And knocked out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 4. So Watkins, number 3, the senior, gets that one. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Oh.
Lincoln Searle on the tackle there. It's quickly 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd and 2, 8:50 to go in this 59th Emotion Bowl. Idaho Falls moving the ball a little bit here, but needs a 1st down. 2nd and 2 on the 37-yard line. And he's going to get hammered as Ellison by the Skyline Grizzlies. Kason Smith, number 9 for Skyline, in there on Carmine Garcia. And so Idaho Falls is going to be forced to punt again.
In a quick series.
Ellison lucky to just get the ball away. Punt is off cleanly. Fielded again, breaks the tackle, dances backwards, breaks another tackle, and finally down around the 45-yard line. So Skyline definitely can return punts. Skyline will take over with great field position. Ahead 6-0, 8:15 to go. First quarter action, 59th Emotion Bowl, Rafson Stadium. Goalpost colors up for grab.
You know, I remember back when they actually colored the actual goalpost. Now they, due to safety concerns.
Because the kids would get up there and jump on them.
Oh yeah.
And then and I'm sure you tuned into the East Idaho podcast, Paul, but we found out they do an Emotion Bowl for golf between the two teams, and they paint the flagpoles, or they get flagpoles in the color at the golf course.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I feel like orange would be easier to see.
Much, yeah. They're not going to get shot.
First and 10, Skyline. I love the digital
Yeah, makes it nice.
The digital downs they have right there for us old guys in our nighttime vision.
Yep, or lack thereof.
So 1st and 10 on the 46. Skyline's going to run their first offensive play. But up 6-0. Carmine's looking to pass. He's going to get swarmed by a bunch of Grizzlies. Just back to the original line of scrimmage is Carmine Garcia. He can dance back there, so have to watch out. Skyline will run kind of like an RPO where they'll Carmine run pass option. You'll see Zane Crockett also in motion a lot of the times. 2nd and 11, so actually 1 yard loss there. 7:40 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be just that fake handoff, and Carmen Garcia will take it for a few.
Guess who's back?
6-yard, nice run, quarterback design, but had the option to pass it off. 3rd and 6, big stop here, I think, for Idaho Falls if they can get him right here.
Got our own Tim Belknap watching from Waco, Texas, after watching the BYU Baylor game. Thanks for texting in. Mr. Belknap. Back to pass from midfield, throws. Has a man, nope, goes over his head and out of bounds.
So now you're kind of in that weird spot of the field. Do you punt or go for it on 4th down?
Well, my opinion is you always go for it.
They did some statistics, and it depends on where you're at, but almost anytime you're over the 50, especially in high school, it's almost better just to try to go for it. And Carmen Garcia is going out there. Just because not everyone's got, a great punter.
It's true.
And the shorter punt's sometimes harder.
Yeah, right. So 4th and 6. At the 38. Takes a snap. From midfield, throws. Has a man in and out of his hands, no good. And the Idaho Falls defense comes up big. Turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 6:47 to go first quarter. 6-0 Skyline leads.
Yeah, great defensive set there for Idaho Falls, just what the doctor ordered. Really, another score would have just been detrimental. So credit to the Tigers defense to stop a potent Skyline offense. Idaho Falls best field position now.
First and 10 from their own 42. In the shotgun. And there's movement.
And I'll tell you, Bradley Ellison is really good at this. I've seen it a couple times this year. He's a senior quarterback. He was there last year. He's good at that hard count to try to get defenses to jump off. And you know you're good at it if you can get a Skyline Grizzly defense to jump.
Well, the officials, 60% of them are talking about it. Might be 70.
Really wanted to make like that's a how many people vote kind of joke. 60%, but 40% is good.
True. So they're talking about it. It's always good when you see him shrug their shoulders. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so now it's going to be a false start. But I think initially they called on, they worked it out.
Yeah.
So take back everything I said.
So 1st and 15. So still decent field position, but he's going to keep it. Runs to the 40 and gets leveled, loses his helmet at the 48. Ellison. That's always scary when your quarterback gets rocked.
It's actually Sam LaPre who lost this helmet, not Ellison, because Sam LaPre left. If your helmet comes off, you got to leave.
Oh, okay. Yes. But I thought it was 11. I was looking at
1 and 11 are similar.
I'm going home.
It's nice. I'm usually the one getting fact checked, so.
Here we go, 2nd and 3. Handoff goes nowhere. Might have lost half a yard. Runner there, number 0, Jackson Conrad. You're a teacher. Is 0 a number?
0. You know, my daughter is in middle school now, and she's way better at math than me, so I'll text her.
Okay.
And we'll phone in that answer.
I thought you were going all Kamala Harris on me. Well, my daughter's in middle school. And
does it have a weight to it?
I don't know.
I mean, you 0 out on a scale, so I guess it exists.
Call it 1, 2, 3rd and 3 still. So back to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun. Rolls. Looks to the outside, almost picked off by number 19 for Skyline, Paxton Nolf.
Dangerous pass there on his back foot is Ellison and lobbing it up, and that's something Skyline's been good at all year is the secondary. You know, the secondary held their own against Hillcrest, which is a big win, conference win, 28-27. So, you know, difficult to find room back there.
First down, or first quarter, 4th down.
That big 4th down here, almost on the 50.
Standing on his own 45, draws him off, he gets back. Ooh, yeah, but then they went offsides. I think that's going to be on Jackson Conrad. They drew Skyline off, he got back, and then Conrad rocked before the snap was made. So what was 4th and 3? 4th and 8.
So now what do you do? Now do you get the punting unit out? I think that's what they might be doing, the Tigers.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. The man to receive, number 2 for Skyline, Taylor. You may have heard of him.
He's ran one back, 55-yard variety.
Good kick by Ellison. Bounces at the 20. Takes an Idaho Falls bounce, and it's down at the 22. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Skyline at their own 22-yard line. And the Idaho Falls defense, who's done a decent job here so far in this first quarter, comes back out with another big job. Stop this Skyline offense and get the Tiger offense back out.
Yeah, I mean, if you take away the punt return, it's 0-0.
Yeah, exactly.
So neither offense has got a first down to start this game.
Takes the snap, hands it off. Room. Gets to about the 26-yard line.
The ball carrier gain of 3 on the play, wrapped up by number 4, Gabe Howe.
That brings up 2nd down.
Ball spotted right on the 26-yard line.
2nd and a long 2. Or long, 7.
A long 7. It's better than 10.
It is. I didn't go to math college, but I know that.
Yeah, yards not coming at a premium right now for either team on offense.
Zion Crockett in the backfield with Garcia. Garcia hands it off, gives it to Kirkham. Kirkham coming to the near side. 35-40, steps out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. First down plus 12 for Kirkham. Trey Kirkham, a 5'10 senior.
And there was another Kirkham last year, and I believe he's graduated. There's the Kirkham brothers.
So 1st and 10. Shotgun again. Crockett gets it this time, and Crockett, boy, he's wrapped up and stopped. No gain. And the big guy, number 74 for Idaho Falls, who I don't have on the roster. And that's what the PA guy just said.
Hey, it's the emotional bowl. You gotta keep either team guessing, right?
Yep. Number 1 in our hearts, 74. Number 1 in our hearts.
I mean, you wouldn't miss him in the parking lot.
No. No. He's not driving the Volkswagen Beetle.
No. SUV all the way.
Handoff. Coming to the near side. Yeah, and that was number 26, Aaron Ojeda.
Skyline using the wide side of the field very well. And the two possessions that were really good. The 2 run plays to the left side of the field, using that whole side of the field, being patient with the blocks.
Another first down in Tiger territory at the 44. Handoff. He's going to get another first down. And that was number 6, Liam Lynch. So Skyline basically spreading the love on offense.
Yeah, you know, coming in the scouting report would be Carmine Garcia, Zane Crockett, and Liam Lynch as well, but a bunch of different people have gotten the ball on these runs.
And there's just so many weapons on this Grizzly team that they can go to.
And they hide it well with the delayed handoffs and the fakes.
So 1st and 10, Grizzlies. Garcia, he's going to air it out. Going end zone. And PI, and I don't think it wasn't even needed. He wrapped him up. The ball was over his head, but he took the penalty. He didn't know exactly where the ball was. I think that was one of those. He takes the 15 yards instead of giving up a touchdown. But that ball was, I don't think it was catchable.
Totally, yeah, it was pretty much uncatchable. And I've seen that a lot this year, that maybe that's the new coaching thing, is just, you know, hit him, save the touchdown.
Which is why it should be a spot foul, not 15 yards.
Yeah, because you're just, as a DB, you're just, you know, defensive back, sometimes you're just going on what the receiver's giving you because you're not turning your head because you're trying to follow him.
It's going to hurt your resume if you want to enter the portal. But other than that, it works. So 1st and 10, got 3 yards from the 19. Receivers on the corners. Garcia. He's got Lynch to his right. Going to throw it again. Back corner of the end zone. It's up. Did he catch it? It's good. Touchdown from 19 yards out. To number 1, Trey Kirkham. 19-yard touchdown reception. And the Grizzlies lead 12-0. $1:56 left here in the first quarter.
What a pass by Carmine Garcia, just right on a dime.
We're going to go for 2.
They did miss the first try when they faked an extra point.
It's almost the same set. They move Lynch to the left. Throwing. That's overthrown, no good. So the score remains 12-0, and if Idaho Falls offense can get in a rhythm, those missed extra points
Yeah.
They can. I've seen it. They can come back and haunt you. Yeah. Take a look at the mascot down here. There he is. That is a fierce-looking grizzly.
As
right
he gives
here.
a thumbs up.
Sorry, I overtook the producer. I hate doing that. There's the taking some pictures with the kids.
Wait, how did Paul get down there?
You don't, and you're not. You don't mean the bear. You mean the kid. Yeah.
But you're saying how those, extra points or 2-point conversions can play an important role, over this rivalry. There's been 23 single possession games, so just keep that in mind as this game goes on. Whoever has the ball could have a chance to win.
Set to kick off. Again, Skyline going right to left. Thanks for joining us here on Idaho Sports. It's the 59th Emotion Bowl. Everybody thought it was the 60th until this week.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
60th kind of sounds cool to sell, right?
It does. It does. So I guess they'll have all of next year to really promote the 60th.
It could be like, we got you.
And unlike everything else, it's not even like a COVID thing. There were 2 games played in 1967, and they've just always been counted as 2 Emotion Bowls. And this week, the district office called our own Brandon Bainey and said, no, it's only 59. Okay.
So don't go to IdahoSports.com and read the article?
I changed it.
Oh, okay.
I changed it that day. I changed the graphic, everything. Wiped it clean.
Those records are hard to keep. Now not, right, with the digital age, but
yeah.
Going back and finding that stuff.
Being rushed. He's going to have to tuck and run. The 20 gets pushed out of bounds at about the 26. Unless they say he went out, but if he didn't, that's going to be a gain of 6 or 7 yards, which, hey, if you're Idaho Falls tonight, that's a win.
Yeah, kind of a broken play, and Ellison using the legs to make something kind of out of nothing. He's kind of limping a little bit. He's slow to get up. Good old-fashioned Charlie horse.
Well, this heat, you can get the cramps.
So 7 yards on that run.
2nd and 3, throws to no one.
Skyline had the blitz on.
The intended receiver out there, number 5, Rook Hawker, comes back looking at his quarterback with, palms up going, what?
Huh?
And Rook Hawker was number 33 in the first game of the season. And when I got the rosters, he was 33. And looking at the stats, he was number 5. So I emailed Idaho Falls, and they said, oh, yeah, first game of the season, he got injured. They had to cut his jersey off. And so he switched to number 5. Kind of a big jump.
It's probably what they had in his size.
Yeah. This time they were coming to the near side to Pewett's, and I'm not sure he really knew it was coming.
He did not. He did not know.
Coverage by number 21, Will Jensen.
Nothing beats the Emotion Bowl. And you and I don't really work together a lot.
This is the first time.
That was second. I thought we did
Well,
it.
do you want to know the
Century
first time? Yeah, but you didn't do it because there was some technical
that's
issues.
right. That's right.
And it
During
avoided
COVID, yeah.
avoided me ever since.
From the opposite 40. Another good return. All the way inside the 40. Boy, another good return.
Yeah, just a nice job by the Skyline blockers, really. They're able to just get on someone and create a hole. But yeah, you have to kind of give credit to the blockers for all that.
Nobody gives the blockers credit.
No, I will. I'm not afraid to. But really, they've just been blocking every white jersey possible and really using the sideline, kind of get that return in the middle and go up the sideline.
1st and 10. The Grizz in Tiger territory in the shotgun. Garcia turns, quick pass. Over to Kirkham. Kirkham in for the touchdown. That was fast. So a 38-yard reception. Garcia to Kirkham to the house. Makes it 18-0. $1:21 left here, first quarter. And Idaho Falls in a little bit of trouble, Sean.
Yeah, Idaho Falls, was doing pretty well in holding, but Skyline's been able to score just quickly now the last couple times. Couple drives, 2 Trey Kirkham touchdown passes. And, yeah.
Well, they're not going to worry about going for 2 anymore. Carmine Garcia set the kick. The chip shot for him. It's good. So 19-0 in the first quarter here of the Emotion Bowl. Let's take a second and thank one of our sponsors here tonight. Levitt Select is locally operated with locations in Rexburg, Rigby, Idaho Falls, Twin Falls, and even Boise. Levitt's mission is to help their community by providing policies personalized to each consumer's needs. The community they work and live in is their number one priority. As such, they offer a wide range of insurance products and companies. They're able to take care of their community's assets. Levitt Select in Idaho Falls wants to be your insurance professionals. Give them a call today at 208-522-2582. Archibald Insurance Center here for all your insurance needs. Levitt Select. Is this what was that trend that went? Harlem Shake?
Yes. Yes, it is. And it's kind of odd that you knew that and not me. And I feel good about it.
Yeah, I think it'd be dangerous for you and I to work together, actually. You, me, and Burton, I think would be a pretty dangerous combination.
Having us in the same room is dangerous.
Yeah. Now set to kick for the Grizz, Boston Hughes. 6 foot 210. Just a junior, but a big foot. And he bangs that one into the end zone. Touchback at the 20. Hughes. So it wasn't a misprint on my part. Hughes.
Yeah, and last night at the Black and Blue Bowl, kicking was so important. Highland's able to kick it back for a touchback every time. It's really just become such an important part of the game, and just your defense knows where they're going to start.
Well, do you think high school follows the NFL at some point?
Yeah, well, I don't know. That new NFL kickoff thing, I'm not
sold.
I'm not into it.
Shotgun back by himself. Little screen pass. Gained a couple. That'll be 2nd and 8.
IF definitely needs a drive here. Down 0-19. IF needs probably get some points or just at least have a good drive here to end. And it'll be the end of the first quarter shortly.
And I got police presence here, making sure everybody's copacetic.
Yeah, I was at their meeting.
Oh, really? There's a pass. Caught at the 21, brought down at the 22 and out of bounds. Reception made by number 5, Rook Hawker. Saying his name a lot tonight.
And by being at their meeting, I walked by and there's about 10 of them, and they're saying what to look for, and they pointed at me,
Right.
So
I didn't know you ate donuts.
I was
This
the
is the
example.
donut shop?
They're like the bad students or people. They're like, if they look like this, and kind of like that guy.
That guy.
This is Dropkick Murphys.
I like it. Climbing up the top sails. I lost my leg. And it's blown dead.
It's the end of the quarter.
And I was just going to say that.
I was trying to help.
1 quarter down. 3 to go here in the Emotion Bowl. Skyline all over Idaho Falls 19-0. We'll take a quick break. Be back on IdahoSports.com.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Are you looking for a credit card with rewards? Well, we've made it simple. Get 1.5% unlimited cash back on purchases with no points to count, special rules or limits. Plus, take advantage of 0% on new purchases for 6 months. So go on, reward yourself with a Premier Rewards MasterCard from P1FCU. Apply online at p1fcu.org/rewards.
All right, welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Pass across the middle. It's complete. Just short of the first down inside the 30-yard line. And hobbling on the way back. That was Easton Watkins. Gets up, limping just a little bit. Looks at the sideline, says, I'm good.
Easton Watkins, he's the big-time threat. You know, he's tight end size, but plays like a wide receiver.
So 4th and a short one. So that's a bright spot for Idaho Falls here. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Ellison in the shotgun. They send Conrad to the outside. And that's going to be close. As one official is running on the line, the other says it's short. Let's see what they say. It's all going to depend on the spot. And they're short. What a stop by that defensive line of Skyline.
Yeah, initially looked like Conrad had a hole and just suffocated immediately.
All right.
Skyline with good field position again here after that turnover and downs by Idaho Falls. It's a short little 4th and 1.
Double whammy.
Just couldn't get it.
Big time double whammy for Idaho Falls. They couldn't get it the 1 yard they needed. And now Skyline has it at the Idaho Falls 30, 29 actually. Under center this time. Takes a snap, pitches it back. That back pass into the end zone. And out the back. No good, incomplete. Kirkham. Best effort for the football, but they're going to say he did not catch it in bounds.
Nice little play there. Flip back to Zane Crockett, and he throws it. And I've seen Skyline do this last year, so it's not really a trick play. It's part of their repertoire.
You know, it's nice when your team is so good that when other teams' trick plays are just,
normal.
like you said, your repertoire. Yeah. It's funny, there's a coach here, an assistant, on the 50, raising his hands like, it was good. Meanwhile, the official is literally in the end zone. I think he might have had a better angle on that, Coach.
It was just a sliver of room to catch that ball in the corner.
Under center again, turns, hands it off. Still on his feet, mows over a couple of players. And that's numbered. Is that Smith? It was, Kason Smith. Picks up the yards, makes it 3rd and 1 at the 21-yard line. Second quarter, 10:31 to go.
Skyline doing a nice job just running the ball, really. 2 touchdowns were the passes, but they've run the ball very well and efficiently.
Third and 1. It's a handoff, giving it up to Southwick. And he got the first down plus about 3. So the Idaho Falls defense not really able to stop Skyline.
And Bennett Southwick is kind of a linebacker mostly for the Skyline Grizzlies, putting him in kind of like a fridge kind of set.
And it worked. Got a timeout, Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls calling a timeout. We've got our sideline guy, Joel, ready to go. Let's go to Joel right now.
Over here on the student section side. Loud for me, section IdahoSports.com. They're amazing. Throwing. It's super lively. Grizzlies up.
Yeah. There's so many people here. There's
you guys
getting some massive interference down there. All right. Well, thanks, Joel. We'll hit him when he's a little bit closer.
We heard the screams.
Well, that same mic, when we were at Holt, goes clear across and around the corner, and there's just a lot of bodies.
Got a lot of people, a lot of lights, a lot of fireworks.
I love the light poles. They actually glow, like the poles themselves. They glow blue. Guessing when it's a Idaho Falls game, home game, they glow orange.
Yeah, I think they can put on the kind of little light shows too.
After touchdowns, yeah. Butte County can do that now as well. It's kind of cool. Butte County had all wooden poles, and in a big windstorm about 3 years ago, they blew down during practice. First down from the 17. Handoff, coming to the near side. Avoided the first tackle, not the second. And Crockett picks up a couple. Brings up second down from the 15.
And Zion Crockett's kind of a player who thought we would have heard his name a little more at this point, but they haven't had to. It's been everyone. Just so many mouths to feed for the Grizzlies. They want some honey.
That's a good point. So 2nd and 8 for the Grizz. 9:11 on the clock. Second quarter, and the shotgun takes the snap, turns, hands it off. And a nice stop by the Tigers defense. Not sure he gained much of anything. Crockett on the carry again. Nice stop. Number 4 in that one, Gabe Howe. Defensive back.
Credit to Idaho Falls defense. The score is 19-0, but they've been out there a long time, and they've gotten stops at some points. They just, a couple big plays have really been the difference.
See the smoke wafting across the field from all the tailgating, concession stands. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the near side. In the shotgun, it's Garcia. It's got Crockett in motion, going to the left. Keeper in for the touchdown from 14 yards out. And there is the light show. Don't adjust your sets. Carmine Garcia, 14-yard scamper, 8:05 in the second quarter. extend their lead. And Idaho Falls is wondering what to do.
Well, who do you stop, right? I think there's only so many defenders.
I mean, sometimes you can get that, hey, let's just stop him and make everybody else beat us, but there's no him.
No, just too many weapons for the Grizzlies.
So the PAT is up and good. It's 26-0 in the second quarter. 8:05 to go. Taking a look at the sideline for Skyline right there. Everybody's having a good time on the Skyline side.
Smiles now. We kind of talked about it, how Skyline gets the ball around. They have at least 5 different people that have scored touchdowns, including Garcia throwing the ball. So running on the ground, you've got a lot.
All right, set to kick off.
The only thing Carmine Garcia hasn't done is catch a touchdown pass.
Well, he could probably throw into himself.
Well, I mean, Zane Crockett will throw it, so I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
It's true.
He would have the triple threat of touchdowns.
That would
He's
be
got
awesome.
Rushing and passing so far.
Hit for the cycle in the Emotion Bowl. Is there any kind of cycle in tennis?
Well, I mean, there's like a gold Grand Slam when you win all of them.
Yeah.
And the Olympics.
But what about during a match?
You can have a golden set.
All right.
And that's where you don't lose a point the whole set.
From the 1. Set to return number 5 for Idaho Falls, Rook Hawker. And there's a flag down as he returns it all the way out to around the 20, 25-yard line. Let's see what the penalty was. Thinking about it.
Idaho Falls went backwards. The sticks went forward.
I think we're about to get the call. Oh, blindside block. Blindside block.
That's going to back Idaho Falls up.
Not allowed in organized football anymore. It's not the 80s anymore. Or as our producer Josh says, the olden days. There's a pass. Forward progress might have got him 4 yards. If they don't, I'm not sure about that spot. I'm not usually a fan of the forward progress, but I think they might got gypped a yard.
Yeah, it's just so objective.
Well, I'm all the way up here, so I'm obviously right. I've got the better angle on this.
Looks like he got 4 yards on that catch.
So 2nd and 6. Airing it out downfield, way overthrows his intended receiver, number 12, Griffin Pearson, by about 5 yards.
It's kind of what Idaho Falls is going to have to do. They're going to have to be a little conservative, but they're going to have to take some shots.
Yep.
Being down 26 points right now in the second quarter.
And they have to take those shots early in the possession. They just did that on 2nd down. Because a punt from here is going to get the 50, 45, somewhere between the 40 and the 50. Again, giving Skyline good field position. So they need to get at least a couple of first downs. Obviously, they like to score. But getting out of their own 10-yard line. There's a pass. Was it caught at the first down marker? It was. And Idaho Falls, let's see if they mark that as a first down. And they do. There we go. Idaho Falls with a first down.
Just what Idaho Falls needed. And I will tell you, Bradley Ellison he can be very accurate and dangerous if he's given some time. If you can give him a little bit of time, watch out.
So 1st and 10 from their own 20. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 up top. In motion goes Conrad. Doesn't matter. Dropped in the backfield at the 15, a loss of 5. And there's Idaho Falls players slow to get up.
And you have to credit the Skyline defense because Conrad comes in averaging about 3.2 yards per game per carry, and then about 40 yards per game, and he's gotten, nothing so far, nothing easy.
2nd and 2. Bradley Ellison in the shotgun. Quick pass, caught at the 25. So got half of what they, got it back between the sticks anyway. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, after the loss, it's good positive yards there, but still quite. I think Skyline's not afraid to give up a couple, yard passes because they feel strong enough in the tackling.
Right.
They're very fundamentally strong there.
All right, here we go. Big 3rd down for the Tigers. Rolls, and he is in trouble. And he is sacked at the original line of scrimmage, loss of 5. It'll be 4th and 10 from the 20. Boy, that line isn't stopping the defenders from coming through. He has no time to really set and take a look at what's going on with his offense. He's scrambling for his life.
Yeah, Skyline with kind of a delayed little blitz there, kind of showed pressure, backed off, and then at the last minute went with the pressure.
And set to punt. And that punt gets shanked out of bounds, went out about the 45.
And the way Skyline's returning the punts may be smart at this point, because the punt's not going that far, and Skyline's averaging, about 20 yards at least on those returns. So Skyline will actually start on their own side of the field for the first time in a while.
Averaging 20 yards, but they've got a touchdown thrown in there as well.
Well, one was 55, so
yes,
that was my math.
No one's going to fact check you.
What's Josh doing over there? Oh, he's looking up numbers.
Yeah, he's fact checking us.
Nope. It looks like there must have been a penalty. So they're re-kicking.
Well, I did not see the penalty. So the chain gang's a little confused as well. Hey guys, can I come hang out with you?
Yeah.
And officials just hold his hand out. Talk to the hand, sir.
Yeah, the head coach of Idaho Falls definitely wants to get a clearer understanding of what's going on as well.
As do most of the assistants.
Yeah, so I'm not quite
students,
sure why they're re-kicking. There must have been a penalty.
Well, let's see what he does. Better punt this time. Fielded at the 34. Coming to the near side, that's Taylor. Taylor gets to midfield, just across, gets bumped out of bounds at the 48. And a flag comes down as the defender, trying to see, No, that was number 11, Bradley Ellison. His helmet came off, and I'm wondering if it was from a stiff arm, if it turned into a face mask. Looks like there's a flag on the opposite side of the field as well. So we could have one of those awesome penalties that just...
Nothing.
Yeah. Not a fan of that either.
First down.
They offset. White hat thinking it over before he turns on his mic. Holding on Skyline. Holding on Skyline.
All right. There's a lot to do about 5 yards.
Yeah. Well, if you're Idaho Falls, you're like, okay.
Yes, please.
Please. Skyline 1st and 10 on their own side of the field at the 44. Crockett comes to the near side. A nice run down to the 38-yard line. Number 26, Aaron Ojeda.
Skyline just doing a great job blocking. The receivers on that play blocking very well. Just a little screen to the sideline turns into a lot more
right
when people block.
People do their jobs, things go well.
I've been
Talking
told,
to you, Joel.
Been told. Can you hear us?
No, you can't. Just kidding. Nothing but love. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Motion didn't call it. Handoff come to the near side, upended. Nice run for number 26, Ojeda again. Picked up about 4 yards at the 35.
I will tell you, Joe will go back to IdahoSports.com and rewatch this,
he will.
though.
I'm counting on it. Second quarter, 26-0, clock running 2:50. Second and 6. Receivers on the edges. Another one. Here we come. Lynch shoots the gap close to the end zone. Let's see where they say he stepped out of bounds. Looks like the 13-yard line. So first down, 13 yards away from the Tigers' end zone. 2:25 on the clock.
And you just get the feeling Skyline's offenses had the ball most of the first half.
Yes.
Just not a lot of first downs for Idaho Falls. A lot of conversions on third down. Just not anything going easy.
Handoff going around the far side. That's Kirkham. Kirkham cuts up and in. Another touchdown for Skyline. From 14 yards out, that's Kirkham. So the lead 32-0. And there is the Skyline student section. How cool is that? Got, I'm gonna guess baby powder, but smoke. You can see a little goalpost in there.
Trey Kirkham, that's his
awesome.
Second touchdown. One was a 19-yard pass, and now a 14-yard run for Trey Kirkham.
So Skyline will go. That's going to take the PAT. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and good for Garcia. 33-0. Here in the second, 2:18 to go before we hit halftime. And it's been all Skyline.
Yeah, second quarter, each team has had the ball twice. Idaho Falls hasn't scored, and Skyline scored twice.
Yeah.
Big difference on the possessions.
Taking a look at that Skyline sideline right now. And tell you what, some of those younger players are thinking, I'm going to get in the Emotion Bowl.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
gonna be
You know,
great.
33-0 right now. Could be an opportunity for some playing time for the younger guys.
I like it. I call that Paul Kingsbury time. When there's no chance I can lose the game, that's when I got in basketball. Won't you please take me home?
But with 2:18, Idaho Falls still has time. With 2 timeouts still. You know, to get a score here would be very beneficial, as Skyline's going to get the ball to start the second half. Oh.
So kicking from the 25. Big kick by Hugas. The return man, number 5, Hawker. Hawker close to midfield, down at about the 48-yard line. Good return, good field position for Idaho Falls.
Now 2:12 in the second quarter, first half action. Plenty of time now with the field position.
Well, this is the Gem State Game of the Week on IdahoSports.com. We go all over the state with our Gem State Game of the Week. Of course, we couldn't pass up the Emotion Bowl. That's just a given.
Yeah, when the whole city clears. I mean, I guess the good thing is if you wanted to get home at a reasonable time tonight, you might leave at halftime.
Yes.
That's how many people are here. Not because the game's bad, just the traffic.
Yep. A lot fewer cars on the road. Of course, we'll be here long after everyone's gone, packing everything up.
That's what you think, Paul.
Okay, I'll be here until, and that's fine. That's fine. No. You're the talent.
That's
I get
why.
it.
That's why Joel's here.
Hee-haw. He's just our pack mule.
Time to start pulling your weight.
He doesn't weigh very much.
No.
Back to pass from the 40, scrambles, trying to find somebody in trouble, and throws it out of bounds. Incomplete to save the yards, and he gets up slowly. I don't think he's hurt, or maybe he is getting up a little bit slow because he got rattled. I think it was more of a, do I have to go back?
Take a little breather.
Yeah.
Well, good job by Ellison to not get sacked way back.
Yeah.
He was able to avoid. There was a Skyline defender just beating down on him.
So 2nd and 10. 2 receivers on each side. Airing it out to the sideline. And the assistant coach got the hands. I like it. High fives his players. Coach got Riz.
Well, everyone can catch, run, and throw on the Skyline team. It's very apparent where it comes from.
So 3rd and 10 for Idaho Falls at the 2-minute mark, second quarter. Trying to find somebody again and just missed him. And it goes out of bounds, number 12, Griffin Pearson, sophomore.
Quickly 4th down here for Idaho Falls again. And Not very much time off the clock.
No.
151 or 157 still to go in the second quarter. And the way the Skyline offense has been going, that could be just enough.
We're just over an hour since kickoff, but it's been a fast game. It's just slowed down after all the scoring.
Yeah.
Kind of a muffed punt. Lands at the 23 and bounces out around the 20. So same as a touchback.
Again, I kind of think they're trying to, the Idaho Falls is trying to kick it to the sideline. They don't want any returns at this point. That would be just devastating to have one returned right before halftime or a down in the game. Getting the sideline action here.
Halftime coming up. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back with our scoring summary. Talk a little bit about how the first half went. Talk about what's left in the season to go. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Keeper. 25 has some room on that far side. 1st down, gets to the 40 and out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him. They mark him at the 44-yard line. So not bad decision to keep that one and run, as it's 1st and 10 again for the Grizz. Ooh, the kid's got a Mountain Dew, and I bet it's cold. I can take him.
Ice cold.
Second, lost a yard, sorry.
I was going to say, we won't be able to check scores around because it's Saturday. It's a Saturday game
The
here.
only show in town. Tell you what was nice last night. Brandon didn't do a game, so he ran the flash. So I was doing the Meridian at Middleton game last night. Boy, we just keep up on most all of the scores. We had them all in by about 11:30. I think the Priest River game versus Medical Lake Washington was the last one we got. There's a pass complete. Jukes his way across midfield and the 1st down. Nice piece of running after the catch. And that was Kirkham. Trey Kirkham having himself a good night. Of course, after the game, we'll award the IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Office of Highway Safety.
Too early now. I don't want to, give any predictions, but Skyline's going to have to take a timeout, I think. I don't know if the receiver got out of bounds.
Well, I think they're okay. 58 seconds left to go in the first half. Tell you what, the DJ's on point tonight. Nice. There's the Idaho Falls band having a good time. Now it's the Skyline band. I don't know what they're doing, but they're having a good time.
Some friendly camaraderie on a Saturday night.
Everybody's having a good time.
Idaho Falls.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Pocatello High School.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went to Pocatello High School. I started coaching at Highland. Well, I played tennis at Pocatello, coached at Highland, and then ended up Century. So I've been a part of all three of the tennis programs.
Which is your favorite? You don't have to answer that.
Considering I'm the one I'm at now is the only one to ever win a state championship, I feel very confident in my decisions.
Now, how many tennis championships have your teams won?
9. 5 girls, 4 boys.
Impressive. That's more than Josh ever won.
I didn't win them. The kids won them. Let's be very clear. They go out. They make me look
That's
good.
a lot different than Scott Burton. Scott Burton said it was all me.
Sounds like an AD.
Back to pass, throws. Has a man caught at the 35. Wide open in the middle was number 5, Zion Crockett. Of all the guys you want to leave wide open,
it's not him. And Skyline just cutting through the defense now with, in their minute drill. It's not necessarily 2 minutes, but a minute drill.
correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, we're a ways from this, but if there is a mercy rule, it's 45 in the fourth.
Yeah,
running clock in the fourth.
I believe so, and then I think it changed once.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% on that, but something like that.
Rolls to his left, plants, throws, has a man. Throws it out of the end zone, but actually it was nice coverage by Idaho Falls. Get binoculars out to see what that number is. Nice pass defense, number 32. Ian Franson, the senior.
Carmen Garcia is at 59% completion, 860 yards on the season, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's got a great arm.
Yeah.
And can run it, as he already ran one in today.
On that right hash. They bring Kirkham all the way to the near side. Kirkham and Crockett. Now they bring Lynch to the near side. And that leaves the left side wide open. Boy, he could have ran that a mile. He throws it out of bounds. Crockett cut all the way across to the far side. But all Garcia had was green in front of him.
If Garcia would have taken off, it would have been, it might have been just a touchdown. There was no one.
So at the clock, 40.2, it stopped here in the second.
But also, he probably has the heads-up play to know that if I throw it away, it's going to stop the clock.
Yes.
That run would have taken pretty much all the time.
Two receivers on the left, two on the right. Crockett in motion. Garcia gives it up. Here comes Lynch. Lynch pushed out of bounds inside the 15. Or right at the 15. So first down. Skyline on the move again.
Fun little play there. They let the IF defenders go through, and Garcia did a little flip around, turn around for the screen.
First and 10 from the 16. Crockett, the 10, 5. Oh, there's a flag down, though. The official in the end zone threw a flag that went over Crockett's head. So let's see if a hold or a block in the back. Probably a hold on Skyline, bring it back. And it is a hold on Skyline, so bring the touchdown back. Take it back 5 yards, repeat first down. And that is not 5 yards.
Holding on the Grizzlies, going to take the ball back to the 18-yard line. Still first down.
Yeah, you had to kind of wonder how Zion Crockett was so wide open for that run to the right side.
Yeah. So go back to him, right?
Yeah.
Crockett lining up on the right side alongside Kirkham. Garcia takes the snap, rolls to his right, goes end zone. Crockett caught and touchdown. From the 19-yard line, 18-yard line, a touchdown for Crockett. 20.7 left in the second quarter.
And you'd know they were going to Crockett.
Will not be denied.
He's the only one who hasn't gotten a touchdown. He's a senior. There's, Garcia's gotten one.
Yep.
Taylor's gotten one. He's only a junior. Kirkham, but it was only a matter of time.
Spread the love. PAT is up, and the PAT is good.
That side view was nice to see. You can actually tell that it's good. Sometimes up at the booth, it's hard to see.
Just like that, it is 40-0, 20.7 on the clock. We're going to take a quick break, be back with the final 20 seconds of the first half. You're watching the Emotion Bowl on IdahoSports.com.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, we are back. The final 20 seconds of the second quarter. I don't know if Tim Belknap's still watching from Waco, Texas. He was down there for the BYU game. I don't know why you'd pay all that money to go watch BYU play.
In Waco.
You ever been to Waco?
No.
It's an interesting place.
There's some interesting things that have happened there.
I haven't been back since then. Wait, I mean.
it's it's pretty big for college football, but also it's kind of odd surroundings around some other events.
Made a name for itself, but
not necessarily to do with football.
Oh. Pooch kick lands at the 23 and gets by him at the 10, still rolling, in trouble. And Idaho Falls able to recover it, but at their own 5-yard line. Skyline saying, we're not done yet.
Well, I think it was a heads-up play. I think Skyline's like, we kind of want to pooch it, run out the clock, but Idaho Falls maybe not ready for that because Skyline had been kicking it just to the end zone.
And they got by the return man. So 1st and 10 from their own 5, and they've got 19 seconds. So that kick took 1 second.
7/10 of a second, really. That's interesting.
How about that? Time flies. And he's just going to kneel it since he's. Yeah, he had to be careful there because he is literally inches away from his own end zone. But the 59th Emotion Bowl is halfway done, folks. With Skyline, you can hear their crowd happy with their players. 40-0. We're going to take a break. Be back with the halftime show and more. You're watching the Emotion Bowl on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles, stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At all our local Teton dealerships, we're committed to our no problem philosophy.
No problem means we'll find it, not we don't have it.
No problem means the same fair prices that we've always offered on our new vehicles.
Because when you shop with us, it's always no problem to buy and service your vehicles.
Probably. Yes. All right, we are back at halftime of the Emotion Bowl with the Grizzlies leading 40-0. Notice we've got a couple of extra cameras around. We think we got the Idaho Falls side one maybe fixed a little. But if you want to, where is it? There we go. There's Sean and I.
I sat down knowing this was coming.
It's me, Sean. Josh is off camera. He's producing things. There he is.
There we are. It's the team.
That's the A team right here, and Joel.
And Joel.
So, again, like I mentioned, our score, 40-0. Sean, tell us how we got there.
Well, how we got there is Idaho Falls started off, had to punt on their first possession, and Taylor took it back to the house for 55 yards. And then we had some defensive stops by both teams, 2 Idaho Falls punts, 1 Skyline punt. But then at the 4:36 mark in the first quarter, Trey Kirkham catches a Carmine Garcia pass for 19 yards for a touchdown. And then Idaho Falls has to punt again. And then late in the first quarter, Skyline hits another pass, 38-yard variety to Trey Kirkham, to bring that score to 12-0, because they missed that extra point, went for 2, didn't get it. And then the second quarter comes around, Idaho Falls unable to get anything going, and 11:03, Skyline gets the ball back, 2-minute drive, 8:05 mark. We have a 14-yard run by Carmine Garcia. Idaho Falls has to punt quickly Skyline gets it back, and Lynch, usually a defensive player for Skyline, gets a big first down run, and it's another Trey Kirkham run in for a touchdown. And then finally, with about a minute left to go in the halftime, Carmine Garcia hits Zion Crockett for a 19-yard pass to bring our score to 40-0. Idaho Falls did get the ball back, but elected just to take a knee going into halftime.
Well, they were snapping the ball from their own 5. He knelt down at the 1-foot line. Dangerous place, so they just headed into the locker rooms, get their orange slices and Capri Sun and talk about things. Idaho Falls, they do have a lot to talk about, but they also have to understand sometimes you're just playing a better team. And this year, that's the way it is. Some years, it's the other way.
Yeah, it really started out, I think, with that punt return. Taylor able to take back the punt 55 yards without Skyline even having to run an offensive play, kind of taking that pressure off of the offense and allowing Skyline to just kind of do what they want on offense without that pressure. So, a good job. Idaho Falls just not efficient enough on third downs and fourth downs, really, because they've had to go for them to try to catch back up. But just Skyline's defense, as much as the offense is put out there, the defense has been super strong.
Well, taking a look at what's kind of the history of the Emotion Bowl. Series record, Skyline leads it right now 35-23. They're also 4-0 against Idaho Falls in playoff matchups. The home team, because they both share this field, 32-26. Shutouts, though. Idaho Falls has 4, Skyline 3. Total points scored, Skyline 1,642, Idaho Falls 1,211. Single possession games, 23. There's been some close ones over the years. And in recent times, last year, 35-28. That's one score. Could have got there. It's been 3 overtime games, 1 to double overtime back in '86. I think you were a sophomore in high school.
Me?
86.
I was a little younger.
I was 11. I was
still watching Saturday morning cartoons and eating cereal and changing the TV with my hand.
To one of the 3 channels. Closest game was in 2004. Skyline 29, Idaho Falls 28. The longest win streak is Skyline. They won 8 from 1966 when this thing started to 1972. They won 7 from 2014 to 2020. Before Idaho Falls, as you mentioned, won 38-34 in 2021.
It was kind of ironic. Last night at the Black and Blue Bowl, they also had exactly the same amount of single possession games, 23. So these rivalries are pretty. They come down to close games. That's why it's a rivalry.
Well, Joel, where is Joel? All right, we're going to go down to Joel, if he's ready down there. I don't even see him. Oh, is that him out there?
Hey guys, here on the goal line on the Tiger side, but you know what? Skyline has been here almost all night long. Had a chance to talk to the offensive coordinator, Brett Taylor, right after the second quarter as they were going into halftime. I said, Coach, it's 40-0. What are you guys doing on offense? And he said it's the matchups. They're doubling on Carmine. They're doubling on Zion Crockett, and that's allowing their receivers and the running backs to get into space and to score touchdowns. 40-0. The matchups is what working tonight for Skyline. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Joel. Yeah, talking to the coach on the way out like that, you can get punched. A pretty dangerous thing to do. A brave man, Joel. Brave man.
The strongest one on the team.
There's the inflatable tiger mouth that they'll be regurgitated out of.
And they'll have to come up with some big-time regurgitation to come back. But, I mean, that's what you do. You go in at halftime. It's a Motion Bowl. It's not over until that final second clicks off the clock.
You really are a glass half full kind of guy.
Hey, you got to be. And for a lot of these Idaho Falls seniors, this is their last one. They're not like, oh, it's over. We're going to go out and still play hard. There's still moments.
Yes.
For them to have, whether the score doesn't reflect that, they can still have their Emotion Bowl moment.
No, that's a very, very good point. Getting those moments within the game, their memories turn into core memories, and tell grandkids about it.
Hey, I had a touchdown at the Emotion Bowl, and there's all these games, and there's so many people that are part of it, but only a few have those touchdowns or big plays, tackles, sacks, anything. It's a pretty cool moment.
When you and I are calling the 100th Emotion Bowl.
Man, I don't know about that, but I'll give it my best shot.
We'll be as old as John Balgini.
I got up the stairs today. You notice how they didn't have me anywhere on the sideline.
No, we keep that for the young, spry guys like Joel.
Although I did do some at state basketball, so
it's fun, huh?
It's intense interviewing in the moment, and it's great. It's great to get that insight from players and coaches, and just we think we know what's going on, but let's be honest, we don't.
Nope.
And when we can talk to the players and coaches, we get such critical insight and knowledge into the game.
And they're so accommodating too.
Oh yeah, every coach that I've dealt with in Idaho is just so excited because you get to share your players, and as a coach, I don't know if there's anything better to do. Is even if you don't like to talk, but
I'll give you a list.
You can talk to
them. That we've dealt with.
Oh, but you still want to talk good about your players.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even if you don't like to talk, I understand that, but given the opportunity to shine the spotlight on some of your players, or all of your players, whatever it may be, is an opportunity very few are going to pass up.
I kind of feel a little bit of a breeze blowing in the window.
Don't start to smell toast, and then we'll get worried.
It's the big one. There's the smoke. There's the Idaho Falls team coming out back onto the field. And they're excited.
Just what a production this game is, just from a standpoint. Both teams use this Ravston as their home stadium, so they each kind of have their own kind of section and different things. They've got the lights colored. They've got fireworks. We're on the blue side. The orange side is across from us. It's pretty cool, and a good use of resources.
And Skyline breaks through there. The banner that the cheerleaders spent hours making.
Yeah, the amount of paint that gets left on school floors from those banners is incredible. Let's get a shout out to our janitors, custodians that keep our schools clean, man. They're the heartbeat of the school, if you know anything about schools.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Kids are slobs.
No idea.
Kids are slobs. Well, and speaking of which, if it continues and the Skyline wins, they're not going to have to repaint the goalpost. They'll stay blue.
Another nice use of resources.
Ooh,
maybe they put a fresh coat on, though.
Maybe. Man, that smoke is baby powder that's up in the stands.
Oh, yeah. I just got it.
Whew.
The theatrics at an all-time high at the 59th Emotion Bowl.
Yep.
I've seen that a lot, is the students will have the baby powder, and they'll throw it up like the LeBron James thing.
Hey, Michael Jordan started it.
Hey, well, don't get me started there. I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, thank you. Good.
I'm a Bulls fan. I know who the best players are in this ever. Next question.
Well, it's going to be a second half that's going to look a lot different than the first half, I think. You want to see Idaho Falls come out. You want to see them battle hard. I think they will. There haven't been any injuries, which has been fantastic. You never want to see that, especially in a game like this.
Just a few penalties, but for the most part, a pretty quick game, pretty good flow.
The High Country Conference here in the 5A, Skyline, of course, coming in number 1, 2-0 in conference, 2-2 overall, and Idaho Falls, they're at the bottom, 0-1 in conference, 1-3. They lost to Thunder Ridge, lost to Pocatello. They beat Century, and then lost to Bonneville last week. They've got Minico coming up next week, and then Blackfoot, Shelley, and Hillcrest. So not a lot of rest for the Tigers to finish out the season.
A ton of tough games. You've got a very strong Minico team right now. You've got Blackfoot, who upset Pocatello a couple weekends ago after coming off a no-win season. So,
and really, you look at Skyline as well. You know, after this, they've got Shelley, Thunder Ridge, Highland, Bonneville. So not really any teams you can look past.
No, a very much improved Thunder Ridge team. I've seen live a Highland team. I've seen live a couple of times now. A little different look at the Highland team, but I don't know what coach would go, oh, I'm excited to play Highland late in the season.
Yep.
Because
no matter what,
that's a late team built for late season.
It is. It really is. All right, Skyline will be moving left to right. Idaho Falls, right to left. Can't even imagine the line at the bathroom and the concession stand.
Well, I don't know. They had so many food trucks. I think, you probably had enough options to thin out that line.
True.
I think a very strategic move by the school district up here in Idaho Falls. I love it when they have the food trucks at the games. I think that's a fun thing I've seen happen the last few years. And one year we had ribs out at Century from Blackhawk, and they gave us all the extra ones that were done.
Way.
Yeah, like the big, you can't see me, but this big tray of, as I'm doing it with my arms, Jesse. And that, let me tell you, after a football game at like 10 o'clock at night, just ribs.
Now, we were doing the playoffs at Holt Arena at probably 2010, 2012, and it was a Malad game, and we mentioned, I don't even know if they're still in business, Spiro's Barbecue and Malad, talked them up, we'd love some barbecue. And it was one of those nights when there's 3 or 4 games at Holt. Halftime of the last game, they drove a whole big box of barbecue up to us from Malad.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Blackhawk Barbecue.
I'm going to have to try them.
They're in Blackfoot, but they have a food truck. I get it almost every time I can if I'm driving by.
There you see number 6 getting down with his bad self, Liam Lynch.
Nothing but a cheer for right now.
There's the kick deep. And it'll be a touchback for Skyline.
It'll be interesting to see how much of the starting players for Skyline come out here in the second half. Maybe a little too early to get everyone in, but
yeah, coaches have different
the philosophies of that.
And there you can see a shot of that Skyline massive humanity.
A lot of blue, a lot of white.
A lot of baby powder. Can't imagine what it's like breathing down there. Smells like grandma's house.
It's a smell I'd like to forget.
First and 10 for the Grizz. Garcia in the shotgun, backs on each side. Crockett. The option, they give it to Crockett at the 20, up the sideline, he goes. Bowls his way to a first down and more. They're going to say he was down at the 40. He must have stepped out of bounds. Excuse me, 35.
Something Skyline's done very well this game is use the sideline. You kind of think they're going to go out of bounds, but just zip right up the field and get extra yards.
Our production team's having way too much fun. There's a catch at the 37, brought down inside the 40, or right at the 40. That'll be 2nd and 5 for Skyline.
Okay, so this.
What's that?
Well, if I can pan to it, I will. In front of us was this metal thing that's
a
field goal, but they were holding it upside down. I'm like, what is this kid holding this metal thing? Like they let him have weapons, but now that it's turned right upside, it's a field goal.
He was trying to find water.
Is it a fork? I don't know. Didn't put it together until right now.
Crockett in motion to the near side, takes the snap. Quick pass. Caught. DeMott across midfield. It's down to about the 42-yard line.
And I think that's when you know you're a good team, when you can run those short screen passes like that and get big chunks of yards. It means everyone's doing what they're supposed to do on the blocking end, and it's not just a 5-yard gain. It's 10 yards plus. That's when you know your team's hitting their stride here. So we're about halfway through the season.
Oh, I think last week was the halfway mark.
Yeah. Well, some teams have 4 games,
Oh,
some
yeah.
have 5.
I guess
so
this week, yeah. Depends on if you had a 0-week game, I guess.
I was told there's no such thing as a 0 week from Mike Federico.
Yeah, they don't call it that anymore, but it's still there. Not everybody plays in the opening weekend.
Yeah.
That's a long way to say 0 week. 3 receivers to the left, 2 on the near side. 5-man front. Good protection, airs it out downfield. He has the defense beat, and they're going to flag it as they were all over him.
Looking for Kirkham again.
Yeah, that was Kirkham.
Kind of like Joel said, they're really keying in on Crockett and some others, so leaving Kirkham and other people opportunities.
The defender out there was number 32, Ian Franson. So 1st and 10 for the Grizz. Third quarter, 10:46 to go. Garcia in the shotgun. Hands it off, gives it to Lynch. Lynch comes to the near side, shoots the gap, stays on his feet. He had one guy to beat. Gets brought down at the 12. Brought down by, looks like number 74 for Idaho Falls, the unknown player. Yeah, why didn't Joel figure that out? Isn't that his job to find out who 74 is?
And 74 is
a beast.
2-something on the high end of the 2-something. Yeah, Liam Lynch on that run, a junior, 5'11", 180.
Nope, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Another handoff to the 10, the 5, and tackled into the end zone for the touchdown.
Flag on the play.
So Liam Lynch puts it in from 14 out. Let's see what the flag is. And it looks like it's going to be a hold.
So
it was on Skyline. That's 2 touchdowns that Skyline's had wiped off.
Now Skyline has 50 points. So they adjust the clock or the scoreboard.
So not only did they get the penalty, they got 10 points.
Wow, that's
like rock jock back in the day.
Take that penalty any day. Jump around, another good tune.
It is. Jump up and get down. So 1st and 15. After the penalty. Good, line it up, do it again. And shotgun. A little shovel pass to DeMott. DeMott into the end zone. And he dropped the ball, but I think he was already over the goal line. Idaho Falls saying they recovered a fumble. The officials saying, great effort. You keep that up. So DeMott from 19 yards out. 9:48 in the third. 46-0 here in the Emotion Bowl. And if you're confused, so are we. It was leading up, it's always been the 60th. And then the school district told us this week Oh, no, it's the 59th. They changed history. So it's up and it's good. 47-0. The Grizz all over the Tigers.
Now Taylor DeMont, usually the receiver duty, he's taking the run there. So nice job by him. 6'1", 200-pound senior. You're probably going to see that here. They're going to get a lot of seniors the ball.
Well, Levitt Select is locally operated with locations in Rexburg, Rigby, Idaho Falls, Twin Falls, and Boise. Levitt's mission is to help their community by providing policies personalized to each consumer's needs. The community they work and live in is their #1 priority. As such, they offer a wide range of insurance products and companies able to take care of their community's assets. Levitt Select in Idaho Falls wants to be your insurance professionals. Please call them today, 208-522-2582. Levitt Select, here for all your insurance needs. So I want to thank Teton Toyota. I live in Cuna, but I've been getting my vehicles from Teton Toyota for 10 years. Long time.
And you can't go wrong with a Toyota Tacoma, right, Paul?
Yep. I leased a RAV4 2 cycles in a row, and then I got the Tacoma, and then the lease ran out, and I bought it. And so that was taken at the 1. Now, the rule in high school football is if your momentum takes you back into the end zone, you can run it out. He caught that at the 1, took a step back, and they blew it dead as a touchback.
Yeah, interesting.
I see that all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Idaho Falls probably wants to run it at this point. I mean, at this point in the game, why not?
Why not? So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Screen, boy, almost intercepted. And that would have been an easy pick 6 for #2, Taylor. That'd have been his, 3rd touchdown?
A second, he ran 1.
I thought he had 2 in the first half. Maybe just 1.
I think you're thinking Trey
I am.
Kirkham. Taylor had the 55-yard punt return, first scoring play of this Emotion Bowl.
.9:45, 3rd quarter. In trouble, rolls to his right, throws downfield, had a man. And they're going to flag that at the end of the play. A Skyline player had his hand on his shoulder. And they're going to say that impeded the play. So
again, one of those tough plays were probably uncatchable.
Idaho Falls gets bailed out with the pass interference, which is good for them. 1st down, 3 yards at the 35-yard line. Keeps the drive alive for the Tigers.
The Grizzlies take the ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 5.
Back up to the line. Shotgun takes the snap, looks, quick throw. Caught at the 37. Number 80 with the reception, Tally Stevens.
Late flag there, not happy at maybe something on the sideline.
Wait to call from the white hat. Personal foul on Skyline. So more free yards for Idaho Falls, keeping this drive alive.
They'll take it at this point.
Might be the most productive drive of the night.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it's probably moved the most yardage.
So right in front of us. 1st and 10. Throws downfield. Had a man. Ball was thrown over his right shoulder. He was looking over the left. That's a tough one to catch when that's happening.
Yeah, and you know, we haven't seen much of Easton Watkins for Idaho Falls. You know, he averages about 100 yards a game. So Skyline doing a nice job covering him, and you know, got to look for Easton Watkins.
He's on the sideline right now.
So maybe he's not playing the second half.
Yeah, he's over on the sideline behind a coach. Back to pass again. Throws complete at the 42-yard line. That'll bring up about 3rd and 4. So they're in a rhythm.
Yeah, just getting some passes completed, moving the ball. Penalties helped.
Takes a snap, looks, rolls. In trouble, scrambling, throws off the hands of his receiver and out of bounds. Intended for number 17, Tyson Puitz. Haven't called his name for a while. Pretty active in the first half. 8:31 left, 3rd quarter. 47-0.
Yeah, Skyline just is doing such a nice job in coverage and pressure. They're on both levels of the defense. It's just making it so tough. They're just really spot on in that coverage. And then Ellison is sometimes running for his life, trying to make those throws.
4th and 4. Big 4th down. And they're going deep. He's got a man up and no good. In and out of his hands. That was a catchable football. Just couldn't get it for number 80, Tally Stevens, the junior wide receiver. So turnover on downs brings the Skyline offense back out on the field at their own 41-yard line.
And the pass was there, just unable to bring it down, and just kind of the thread of the night for Idaho Falls. They've had some glimpses at passes, just not able to bring them down. A couple big pass catches, man, that momentum starts flowing, get the offense going, just haven't been able to put them down.
So Skyline offense back on the field. And 74 again, playing great defense here tonight. Stands him up. A big boy. We don't know who he is, but. Wait.
Oh. Had the same sheet as us, unfortunately. But he's been a difference maker.
Yes.
I'm going, he's at least 6'4", 280.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think our producer, Josh, just said he's got some eligibility left. He wants to suit up.
You're going to suit up? All right.
It's not a Nerf ball. It's actually a real football. Don't know if you knew that. Wrapped up, gain of, they're going to say he gained 1, but.
Still a good job by the Idaho Falls defensive line.
Yep.
Generous one.
Very, very generous one. So 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Could be a good stop here. It's interesting, too, at this field. Most of these new turf fields have a big logo right in the middle, and this is the only one that really doesn't because both teams share the field. Usually got some graphic right where the ball is right now.
We could put an IdahoSports logo right there.
I'm sure they would take money for it.
Oh, wait, they want me to pay for it? It's empty space. Takes a snap. Look, quick pass near side. Complete to Kirkham. Kirkham. Cross midfield to the 46-yard line. And the Grizzlies are in Tiger territory.
Garcia is just as cool as can be in that pocket, letting that play develop and get into Kirkham. Because it's 3rd and long, and still not a long pass, just kind of a short little pass, able to make it happen with good running from Kirkham and good patience from Garcia.
Yeah, if you're a quarterback and you know that your line is stopping the defense, you don't worry about it. You know, you take your drop and you have time to look, decide, without fearing for your life. Faked it to Crockett, gave it to Lynch, and a loss of 1 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the Tiger 46-yard line. 5:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, on the Gem State prepcast, they kind of talked about that with quarterback Hunter May from Pocatello. Is when he was a sophomore, he's like 1 to 2 reads, and then when you get these senior quarterbacks like Garcia, they're able to make 3 or 4 reads.
Right.
Especially, like you said, when they're given the time.
Yes. They can go 1, 2, 3. Meanwhile, Ellison is hike, scramble,
run,
handoff. Lynch goes to the left side, has some room to run, and brought down from behind at around the 18-yard line. They're going to say 16. Another great run from Lynch tonight. They blow right through that secondary, and then they have to chase him from behind. Luckily, Idaho Falls has some speedsters on defense.
Yeah, the first level of defense for Idaho Falls has just not been able to get hands on that runner to slow him down. They're able to break through the 2nd level, and now luckily they have the speed to catch up.
First and 10 from the 16-yard line. 4.5 left, 3rd quarter. Hands off, comes to the near side. That's Ojeda. Ojeda gets inside the 10. There was a fumble. Let's see what we've got down here.
There was some, looks like he just pointed towards Skyline's favor.
In Idaho Falls, number 22, DJ Nieder, he was, come on, I know what I saw.
Just give us 1 here.
Give us 1. So Skyline recovers the fumble, makes it 2nd and 1. Ball on the 7-8-yard line. Crockett way out to the left. And a fumble. Fumble again. And Skyline recovers it again. Can't do that too many times and come away with it, but that's 2 in a row for Skyline.
And that, I mean, that's the really only, you know, negative you can say about kind of the offense Skyline runs, right, is when you have all those misdirections and hands off.
Right.
Sometimes that can get a little messy, like it did there. But when you're up 47-0, not too devastating.
Correct, yeah.
The playbook may be a little wide open.
The coach is a little more forgiving. So 3rd and 6. Great shot of the hog mollies on the line. Keeper scramble, stays on his feet. See what forward progress gives him. About 3 or 4. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short on 4th down.
Fourth down in this neck of the woods, you'd expect Skyline to probably go for it.
There's baby powder residue on our equipment.
This will be a good smelling ride home.
Yeah. I think I'll be pulling off at some rest area and catching some Z's before I drive all the way back. 4th and 2 for Skyline. Crockett and Lynch in the backfield with Carmine Garcia. Takes a snap. Keeper again. And brought down immediately by that Tiger defense. Number 5 and number 78. 78 Ridge Walker and Rook Hawker.
So, you know, Idaho Falls gets turnover and downs. Really only their second or third stop of this game.
With a minute 39 to go in the third quarter. They need to score to avoid a running clock in the fourth. And they've got minute 40 to do it.
And a long ways to go.
A very long way. And a good defense in front of them. Handoff. Nice run. Got to about the 17-yard line. About 3.5 yards short. Second down.
Jackson Conrad. And he's been very efficient throughout this season. I think Idaho Falls got down too early that they couldn't really establish a running presence tonight, but a very efficient running back.
Second and a long 2. The pitch comes to near side. And it looks like they got the first down. And that was Jackson Conrad.
He's a good just downhill runner. Unfortunately, with how much time's left, it's not the most efficient way for Idaho Falls right now to get some points on the board.
And they draw him off sides. That'll give us some more free yards. So 1st and 5.
A very manageable 1st and 5.
Yeah. See some fans milling out of the stadium. Avoid the traffic jam.
But not too many, you know. It's still pretty.
Allison airs it out downfield. Overthrows his man. Number 17, Tyson Pewitz. Nice shot of him running back. Who's on that shot? Jesse doing a great job on camera tonight. He's out in the back 40. He's literally outside the stadium. He's in the district office.
He's where you would put a kid in timeout if they were not listening to you in the stands right now.
Yeah, actually, that's a good way to put it. The handoff. Ooh, got leveled. And number 5 for Idaho Falls gets up, Rook Hawker. Not feeling good. And he'll come off. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Nope, end of the third. 3 down, 1 to go here. At the Emotion Bowl, it's 47-0. Should be a running clock the rest of the way. We'll take a quick break. Be right back on IdahoSports.com.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth. Let's take a look at our camera guys out there. There's Joel Richardson, also doubling as our He's no Aaron Andrews, but he's a decent sideline guy.
The guy next to him's hat wear is far better.
And there is Jesse Richens. And just in case you're wondering, I asked him 2 weeks ago if I could have his girl, and he said no.
Huh?
I said, I wish I had Jesse's girl. He said, never heard that one.
It might be his mustache.
It could. It's a pretty fine mustache as far as mustaches go.
Oh my gosh, Georgia and Alabama. Georgia scored.
Pass complete at the 30. Close to a first down. I say just give it to him.
Idaho Falls letting off some balloons. Just a couple white ones. Orange ones aren't going to come up.
No, they're heavier with the coloring or something. Getting updates on the Alabama-Georgia game.
Yeah. Lots of screens open. Screen time is an issue right now in America.
He's millennials, Sean. He's millennials.
Someone asked me what iPhone I have, and you know which one I have?
Which one?
I don't know.
I have the Android Galaxy 23, I think.
I just don't want to change things.
Yep. I know how to work it. I'm fine. Back to pass. He's going to tuck and run. He gets the first down, brought down from behind. The ball comes loose. Skyline says they have it. And Bradley Ellison is down, getting up.
And he's been down hard multiple times tonight.
So Ellison, I don't know what everybody's laughing at. That hurts. After the keeper, it's 1st and 10 from their 44-yard line.
A good piece of running from Ellison, you know.
It was.
He kept that. That could have been short, and he did a little dancing. Not the homecoming type, but the football type, and
get down tonight.
Got the first down, which have been far and few for Idaho Falls.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just the small victories. What positives can you take into next week? You know, Idaho Falls was 4-7 last year, still made the playoffs. Unfortunately, had to play Skyline first round.
Ellison with the deep ball. Incomplete. What an effort made by number 12, Griffin Pearson. Just couldn't haul it in.
And boy, did the Idaho Falls fans want it.
You mentioned Idaho Falls will host Minico next week right here. Are we doing that game?
And talk about hard back-to-back defensive battles. Minico's held some teams pretty low scoring this year, so it doesn't get any easier for the Tigers.
Another run, trots out of bounds. And they're moving the football on their own without the officials.
Yeah, putting together a good drive here, mostly on the legs of Bradley Ellison.
Yeah, we are doing this game next, or the Minico at Idaho Falls next week. Jesse and our own Josh McGauley is going to be on that game. So Josh, you're going to be back here next week. You can't hear me.
Remember how everything's set up exactly like this.
Oh, I'm taking the gear home with me.
I was just trying to scare him.
Yeah, yeah. There's a catch across the middle. Out to James Richardson, sophomore, getting some action.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Now it's going to be a running clock, though, for the rest.
Start of the fourth quarter.
47-0, 9 minutes to go here.
Yep. It'll stop during timeouts and after a score. And there's a run, went nowhere. How come our production team is having more fun than we are, Sean?
Well, you know.
That or they're just gigglers.
First time maybe all three of them have been out of the house.
True.
You know,
that's true.
They are much younger than us broadcasters, you and me, Paul.
Yeah, we're old.
They've got, their whole lives ahead of them. And
I've got more behind me than in front.
Our poor decisions are only our brighter futures.
There's still time to make worse decisions, though.
I'm the positive guy here.
You are. Third down. Looking to throw. And his receiver thought it was a hitch route. Quarterback was going deep. So it flutters harmlessly to the turf. And that brings up fourth down. With 7:40 to go here in the ball game.
I mean, I do like Bradley Elson's decision making, though. He hasn't put really many balls in a position to get intercepted either tonight.
Yeah.
He's either given his receiver a chance to make a big play or, no one's going to catch it. And, the score's not going to show that, but his decision making as far as a quarterback has been very on point.
On fourth down, complete at the 35, down at the 34. So turnover on downs, back to Skyline at the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Now, again, thank you for joining us here on IdahoSports.com. The Emotion Bowl is generally our most watched regular season football game.
Yeah, I was here last year, and it was a close game. It was anyone's ball game really till the end, and just as many fans, just as many people.
It's the event.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a friend he's a Skyline graduate, and he was asking me about the game and everything, and I'm sure he's tuning in. If he knows how to work a computer, I can't guarantee that.
Does he have any younger kids?
Not that he's aware of.
And that's going to be a tackle for loss, as that Idaho Falls defense causes them to lose 3. So 2nd and 13 for Skyline. Clock continues to run at the 6-minute mark.
I think we've got some different players out now for Skyline.
Georgia just scored 75-yard touchdown.
From the 31-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Alabama. Alabama just scored 75 yards.
And that just goes back to the original line of scrimmage with forward progress.
85,
And that was number 85. I was just trying to get that. Number 85, Sam DeMott. Sam, just a freshman.
Freshman, 6'2", 160. Skyline is a team that just always is able to have the next guy next year.
New quarterback in, number 16, John Giannini, a sophomore. Also 6'2", 165.
Just a sophomore, huh? That's it's big time minutes. Score's not close, but if you get a sophomore quarterback in there, Carmine Garcia will graduate this year. St. Crockett will graduate. Skyline not a team that has a problem replacing big time players.
No, they don't. Set the punt here. Big punt by Crockett. Fair catch called at the 35. And they'll say the 29. And that's a lot of players on the field right now.
Shift change.
Clock continues to run, just under 4 to play now. And if you've never seen when the clock hits zeros at the Emotion Bowl, it goes crazy.
Yeah, there's the, what's it, the after party?
Yes.
The after party here is actually why people come to the party. especially the students.
Ain't no party like an Emotion Bowl party.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
74 is also on the offensive line for Idaho Falls.
Of course he is. There's a pass across the middle, has his defense beat, stretches for it just outside of his fingertips. Number 9, James Richardson again, the sophomore. So these are all names we're going to be calling over the next 2-3 years. I'm already excited for the actual 60th edition of the Emotion Bowl next year.
Hopefully they didn't print T-shirts prior to that, you know, because the 60th one seems like a great time to make a T-shirt, make a commemorative something or other.
Wah, wah. Back to pass again. It just hasn't been there tonight between quarterback and receiver.
Yeah, the passes have been there, just not quite as catchable, you know. You're not giving the receiver the chance, but also not giving up an error. So it's hard. It's a fine line. That's why we don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. So a timeout is called, so the clock does stop at 2:27. It's one of my favorite shows back in the late 80s. No, nothing? How old are you?
Wow.
I turned 50 in January.
I'm 42.
Oh, yeah, you're a young guy.
Yeah. I'm on the upward end of the downward hill.
You're midlife.
Well, they said, they had something and it said that's incorrect because males only live to like 70. So I'm past it, actually, where females usually live to 80 or 90. So that's where it's more, that's where the statistic is skewed.
Yeah, it is skewed. Again, clock is stopped at the time the timeout was called, 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Start on the snap. 3rd and 10. Gonna air it out again. And overthrows his receiver again. Just barely. But that brings up 4th down.
I think the offense will probably just stay out. I mean, the clock's going to run, so.
Yeah.
By the time they run this play and Skyline takes over, probably be able to just knee it out.
And then things go crazy. Fourth down. He's going to run it. He's going to get the first down. Goes out of bounds at about the 44. So he keeps the Tigers offense on the field.
And that's, you know, Bradley Ellison, that's been the most positive thing they've been able to do is just kind of those runs by him when he can't find the pass, or maybe it's just one of the check downs. If you don't see it, go for the run on this side, and it's been efficient.
60 seconds left in this one. First and 10. 44. Eludes one tackler. Has to tuck and run again. And says, nah, I'm gonna live to play next week against Minico. Goes out of bounds. And 35 seconds. Well, stay tuned after the game. We'll award the IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. It's 2nd and 8. Across the middle. There's a complete pass for a first down to Tyson Pruitz. And clock stops at 9.8 seconds. And a timeout by Idaho Falls. That was close.
Crisis averted.
So 9.8 left. Idaho Falls wanted to take a timeout, see if they can draw something up for some type of Hail Mary, get that goose egg off the board.
Hook and ladder, maybe. Something. It's gonna have to be pretty far, 45 yards to that goal. But I have to give credit to Idaho Falls student section has not left. All of them up there in the white shirts still.
Oh yeah.
Still jamming out. Whether the score is out of reach, they haven't given up on their fun.
I'd fall off one of those boxes. Just roll me off to the side. Here we go, last play of the 59th Emotion Bowl, more than likely. 9.8 left. Goes for the short pass. And brought down, and that's it. And there are zeros. And this one's done. The celebration can start here on the Skyline sideline. They'll shake hands in the middle. We'll take a quick break, be back with the IdahoSports.com player of the game right after this on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, welcome back to the post-game show, the Emotion Bowl. This one's in the books, and history will show that Skyline won 47-0 in this one. Sean, it went to chalk, as they say. I think everybody knew that Skyline was the better team this year. Idaho Falls came in, didn't give up. I mean, I was impressed, one, with their guttiness. Two, it didn't get chippy that I saw. I mean, this can be an emotional game.
No, I saw multiple times when tackles were made and players are hit. Either team was picking each other up. So, you know, that's what it's about, when you can have the respect for each other and come out and play and not get too hard and have those, you know, chippiness. But, you know, guy goes down, you help him up, you high five him. Those things are great, and that's the kind of rivalry game you want at the end of the day.
Yep. Well, one last thing to do, and that's to award the IdahoSports.com Player of the Game presented by the Office of Highway Safety. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Trey Kirkham. He had 2 passing touchdowns, one from 19 yards out, one from 38 yards out, and then a 14-yard run touchdown. I mean, there was multiple people from Skyline that could have gotten this award. Everyone played great. I was thinking maybe the offensive line, but Paul wouldn't let me, so we're going to go Trey Kirkham, senior, the Senior Emotion Bowl, 3 touchdowns out of that 47 points. Congratulations to him.
Now, in years past, they would climb up on the goalposts and start spray painting, and
none of that anymore.
None of that. They nerfed everything down.
Someone got hurt one time because the goalpost fell over. And I'd imagine it's heavy.
Yeah, but what are the odds that would happen again?
Probably pretty low, but everyone's more cautious than ready to have a good time.
So they've got a little miniature goalpost out there that they are going out to paint. So I'll tell you what, it's been a good time. It's been a very good time. We want to thank everyone here at Idaho Falls and Skyline, Mr. Birch, the AD for Idaho Falls, Zarek Wadsworth for Skyline, helping us out, very accommodating, letting us put, and I was all over the campus.
They let me in.
They let you in. So I think check your security on that. Yeah, but really, it's been phenomenal. They're always great here to work with at Idaho Falls and Skyline. So that's going to do it for us here at the Emotion Bowl. For our producer, Josh McGauley, camera guys, Jesse Richards and Joel Richardson, and of course, color guy extraordinaire, Sean Kane, and our executive producer, Brandon Bainey, back at Idaho Sports HQ, the Northern Idaho Annex. I want to thank him and everybody else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com. Again, your final score, 47-0, Skyline over Idaho Falls in the 59th Emotion Bowl. I'm Paul Kingsbury. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.